Good morning, everyone. Yes, it's still morning. No, it's not at the crack of dawn. I decided to make my video at 9:19 instead of doing it at the butt crack of dawn because I actually slept in this morning. I'm going to move. You can hear the sound of barking. So one of the residents has a dog, so I'll talk over it. Alright, you guys, this is my room. I know I already sent you guys pictures, but I think I told you guys I'm not very happy with the movers because they left so much stuff. And when I went back to grab a bunch of things, the the nightstand that had all my devotionals in it was gone. So yes, I have no devotionals to give to you guys. So also I'm applying for a job. I discovered actually for a lot of jobs, so I'll talk about the Huntington stuff after this chat. But also the movers left so much stuff. My this whole area where my cabinet was, where I kept my tweezers and stuff. So if I had been able to stay there with them instead of having to come here to fill out paperwork, I would have made sure that my fridge got emptied and got taken there. So I'm very unhappy with them right now. You would think they would think to look in drawers and empty them out. So I'm not very happy with them. I know they were the hunk movers, but I'm really not happy. So anyways, enough venting. All right. So, but the drawer full of devotionals was, I tried to call over there 2 days later, but somebody else is in the room. The nightstand doesn't have anything in it, so yes, just a little frustrated, but that's okay. All right. So, enough venting about. So I have really good news, guys. Oh, and the worship song is going to be Pieces, not Song Pieces. The song is going to be Pieces by Amanda Cook. So I was venting. Yes, there was something else. Okay. What else was I going to say before I got to this stuff? I forget. Okay. All right. Yes, so, see, you went black already, but see. Yes, I mean my computer screen went black, you guys know. Okay, enough with, here we go. Okay, really good news. I've been running again, that's, okay. So, let me just talk about the bad long day yesterday. Okay, so anytime I move to a new place and I'm taking the bus, like it happened when I moved into the other place, I end up taking the wrong bus or sitting on the wrong side of the street. So I was missing a lot of buses when I first moved in there. And this bus system is even more complicated because there's I have to take 3 or 4 to get anywhere. So yesterday, and I've been keeping to my running, training schedule that I have laid out. So I don't know if I've told you guys, but I'm doing 2 days a week of 3 to 4 miles, and that I'm supposed to run as fast as I can, and then my long runs. And what I'm trying to add is 3 miles each time I do my long run because I have to get up to 30 miles, or at least as close, maybe get up to 25 miles as soon as possible, because my race is going to be here before I know it in July. So I really have to take my running seriously with adding on miles. So alright, so okay, so also my hip has been acting up. I love it here, by the way. Oh my gosh, you guys, first of all, my room, I can go pour out coffee into my pitcher. Nobody complains that I took the rest of the coffee because they make more. And there's this really sweet girl that works here. Okay, I'm going to go on a bunch of tangents because it's been a long time since I've done a video. All right, so you guys know I keep my cold coffee. I used to have my mini fridge that I kept my coffee and milk in. So I had filled up my pitcher, and it was in the kitchen fridge. There's 2 fridges, and so now I'm going to start keeping my stuff in the one over here that's not right next to the kitchen. Cause anyway, this is what happened. So I had literally just gotten coffee earlier, like that morning, and I went to get my pitcher to try to find more coffee, and it was gone. My pitcher gone. I was like, looked around, looked in the sink. I was like, so pissed off because I was like, there was coffee in there. Like, who would have taken it? Oh my goodness. So I was like really upset. I looked in the other fridge. Nobody had seen the pitcher. So I was like, okay, I'm so mad right now. And then I got even more mad when I realized somebody had poured out my coffee, put orange juice in it, and put the pitcher back in the fridge. So I saw a pitcher with orange juice, but I didn't want to believe someone would do that. Who would do that to somebody's coffee? So we don't know the culprit, but the sweet girl that works here, she's amazing. She calls us sweetie. Anyway, and she went ahead and she was like, I'll tell you what. She's like, I'll fill up your pitcher, put it in the fridge, so she's really sweet. So just like the horror that the rest of my iced coffee was gone, and you can't just make iced coffee out of hot coffee, unless it's gonna be really watered down. So anyway, so that was my, please tell me nobody did that kind of thing. Okay, so, oh, right. Screen went dark again. Okay. So, the good news is, so there's a doctor called Dr. Kumar who actually is the head of the trial. So we went to his office yesterday because we had to do this huge application fill out there called, I can't remember what it's called, but you have to go through all of that paperwork before, what's that called? Anyway, something HD. But anyway, you have to go through that process, paperwork and all of that, and then there's a bunch of like tests I had to do, but that was necessary to get accepted into the trial. And I know I told you guys I was accepted to the trial before. I didn't really know what that meant. So now, after all of the testing yesterday, like we were like, oh my gosh, it was just a long day. But I didn't get overwhelmed like I usually do during these doctor's appointments that last all day. Usually I'm like, okay, like halfway through, I'm like, I want to go home. But the nice thing was, first of all, we started really early in the morning. And also they fed us lunch from Panera, catered lunch. So we got sandwiches, and I didn't even feel like I wanted to leave, like I usually do so early, because until like the last hour, because I had to go get blood work. Anyway, but so that was amazing, and Mom's like really noticed that I hadn't been tired or like wanted a nap. So even though I had been up at 2:00 that morning, no, 1:00. So anyway, that was awesome, and I think it was really because we got to eat at Dr. Seaberger's office. They don't have lunch. But that's okay. I love her. But one of the things that Dr. Kumar noticed when he was like examining me is this part in my jaw that is like shifted slightly. I never noticed, but Mom says she's noticed that. And also my voice has changed, and like it's like soft or whatever. So anyway, it was amazing sitting there with him for like 20-30 minutes and him pick up on the stuff that even Dr. Seaberger had noticed. So that was awesome. And so what's gonna happen? Okay, guys, I really do know the 3 categories that now I told you guys. Okay, I really know it. So anyway, the first set of people are getting the drug. Okay, second set of people are getting the placebo. The third set, I really know, are getting both. And you have to come in, like once every 6 months. It's a different time limit, with me having to go in once a month. And I think I did tell you the good news was after 2 years, no matter which one you are on, that's the end of the study, you'll be able to take the drug that works. I think I told you guys that before. So anyway, we found out we got accepted, like so surreal. That told us yesterday, mom's like, so how long do we have to wait after today's appointments and stuff? And, she was like, they were like, today. So it was so awesome. So mom called Josh, my brother, I'll let you know. So just exciting. So I had to do a video today. Okay. Okay. So I didn't tell you about the long day on the buses yet. So that's what I'll talk about next. Oh, okay. Something I'm really pissed off about, guys. Okay, I got this check in the mail, okay? And just so you know, I fill out what's called class action rebates. My brother got me started on them. Yes, it's perjury. I feel guilty. But anyway, you get these checks in the mail sometimes. And I got this check for like $1,800 and something dollars. And I was like, sweet! So I deposited it. And I'm like, okay, I owe my mom some money. I'm going to pay her. I'm going to get new running shoes. All these plans for the money. So, but the first day when it looked like I had $200 in my account, I tried to get shoes, and it was like the card was declined. So I was like, okay, that's weird, and was going to Square Cash my mom some money that I owed her, and it was like card declined. I was like, okay, this is weird. I know there's that much in there. So that's when I had to call the bank, and they said, oh yeah, it was a scam. And I don't know who would do that, give you a fake check, except to like just have a good day with themselves, like thinking about they're gonna think there's so much money, or maybe it wasn't an actual class action. So anyway, it was very disappointing. But I'm gonna talk about my long day yesterday. Okay, so I went on my short run. And I decided, because my bus that I have to take 3 of to get there, it actually goes right by Walmart. So I'm like, I really need more protein bars, bananas, milk. So I stopped at Walmart, got my stuff. Now, I pulled up on my phone. I have the app that tells me what bus to take and all of that. And it said, to sit out on the 8th Street bus stop. So I'm sitting on the wrong side. I didn't realize this for too long, and I saw the other bus, the one I needed, coming the other way with all the people on the other side. So that took about so basically I was waiting for a bus for an hour and a half. So it was I thought it came sooner, but it actually comes and then has to do this huge loop. So anyway, so now I have my groceries. I was thinking it would be a quick walk, because if I hadn't missed my bus, it would have been like 2 buses back home. But so I'm like, this is the thing that's happened like 2 or 3 times. I sit on the wrong side, as I told you guys. So I'd get dropped off 3 miles from my bus stop. 3 miles from home, and I have these groceries that are about to break because just plastic bags, and I was like, so I literally sit down in the middle of the street. I start crying, because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the worst luck. And I couldn't use my debit card to use Lyft because it's been frozen. So until the check gets returned, I can't spend any money. So I thankfully got a hold of Mom. I was like calling her, texting her, Mom, help! So she paid for a Lyft for me to get home. Thankfully it was like $8. But anyways, that is, so now at least I'm really stocked up on protein bars. But next time, go to Walmart. I won't sit on the wrong side, and I'll get home at a decent time, because the buses stop running in my side of the city really early. So that is my update. Okay, yes. And my hip has been acting up. Yes, with this, I realized, okay, I've run 2 marathons, and what this is gonna be longer than a marathon. By 30 miles, but I really feel like I'm up to the challenge with running all these days and really sticking to my training, because the person who I was dating for a minute who run these races, he's run like so many 50Ks. He's the one that said, this was how he trains. So I'm like, if he can do it, I can do it. But I was thinking, because I walked for most of, or at least half of, the 25K race, that's why I hadn't actually run that 16.6 miles because I was lost. I walked most of it, so I don't actually have experience of trail running any longer than I can't even count that, because again, I walked so much. So I'm like, oh, yes. So this is all new. Trail running is so hard on your body. I love the challenge, but everything's like aching with these hills. But anyway, so the first day I was out doing my short run, I ran too fast, and like immediately, that was, during my, ran way too fast, and like my hip and like my quad muscle like locked up, and I was like, ow. So I had to sit down and like stretch, and it, like, even after the stretching, it was incredibly, like, it was hard for me to even walk because my leg was like trying to go out on me. So now, so that happened by the end of my 13 miles I did on Monday. And so, but thankfully, I just was like, I'm just gonna stretch because I feel it hurting. Just stop and stretch, So that's what I'm gonna do as I add on these 3 miles each time. So I think that is everything. Yeah, okay. And I really wish I had a devotional to read. Oh yeah, working. So it does say that people, and actually, the roommates I used to have, she said she knows a bunch of people on disability, and I can work a certain amount of hours and make, like, so I looked it up like 3 or 4 times, that yes, you can make about $1,220 a month and still be okay with getting Social Security. So I have been looking and looking for part-time jobs because I really need like some money. And I think I told you guys I was gonna work as a preschool teacher and all of that, but that's way too much money. So it has to be part-time, and it has to come under that, earning cap. So yes, I have an interview to a place that has flexible schedule and all of that. So I'll keep you guys updated if I get the job. But again, I'm gonna make darn sure that I didn't lose my Social Security by working. So yes, so I'm trying to look for the place that will have like the least amount of hours, and least pay, just so I can have like money to get new shoes and that. So that is my story. I wish I had devotionals for you guys, but now you're all caught up. And again, if I do start working, I'm going to have to get new devotional, and I will, because I want to. All right, you guys are all caught up finally, and I'll talk when I have more to say. Have a blessed day.